Your Daily 180, 180 seconds of pure Bible study.
What's one of the grand essentials regarding Christianity? In 1 John chapter 3 and verse number 11, we read these words, "For this is the message that you heard from the beginning, that we should love one another." I think it's impossible to read through the New Testament with an honest heart and not see the primacy of love. God expects His people to be a humble people and to be a people who are engaged in loving one another. Now, as we think about this word love, this is a special word in the Greek language. In the Greek language, there are 4 words for love. There's romantic love, which is not used in the New Testament. Then there is the idea of family love, the idea of friendship love, but the word that's used here has to do with sacrificial love. We're to have a sacrificial love one for the other. This word love is used in the New King James Version 45 times in the book of 1 John. And actually, it's not used in the first chapter at all. So chapters 2, 3, 4, and 5, it's used 45 times. Love is a major emphasis in this book. It's not surprising that John would be referred to as the apostle of love. And when he says that this is the message that you heard from the beginning, what's he mean by that? From the time you first heard the gospel message, you know that you have a responsibility to love one another. It's impossible to have become a Christian and not been at least slightly acquainted with the concept that we are to love one another. As we think about this next couple of weeks, from 1 John chapter 3, we're going to be looking at the importance of love. In the book of John, the Gospel of John, chapter 13, 34 and 35, Jesus would say, "A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another as I have loved you. By this all men will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another." What's the newness of that? God has always expected mankind to love one another, and Jesus says the degree. We're to love one another as Jesus has loved. And so it's not good enough to love you the way I want to be loved. We all have the responsibility to love the way Jesus loves. Join us again for your Daily 180.